You could do this next exercise sitting or standing. So I will do it standing. Check your standing position, top of the head, shoulder blades, don't be up here. Okay, down into the heel. Take the right arm up, stretch, pulling the tummy in, keeping the arm by the ear, stretch more. Then take the arm over and get a nice side stretch. Again, you could do this sitting. Relax the arm and hold it. So remember, for a stretch, you need to hold it for at least 30 seconds. Keep stretching and stretch. Keep going over. Edge the finger towards the floor. And hold it a few more seconds. Keep the tummy in. Now to come out of it, let the arm drop in front of the face and come back to good standing position. Right, plant the feet. Take a breath, take the left arm up by the ear, tummy in and stretch. Go over to the side. So my right fingers are edging towards the floor. Keep the tummy in. Make sure you don't twist forward. Go straight over and stretch and hold it. Keep stretching. Stretch. A few more seconds. And let the arm come down. Okay, so now we're going to do the squat. Now, if you haven't done these before, I'll demonstrate it 2 ways. You could do it on a chair. So to start with, have a chair behind you. Feet probably a bit more than hip width apart. And so as you go down, lower your eyes and go to sitting. Make sure your knees do not go too far forward. And as you come up, push through the heels, use your legs and bottom to come up. So don't use your arms. So again, to squat, lower the eyes, push through the heels, come up. So you can use a chair if you're used to squatting, and you would do it. Out, and again, remember with the knees, you mustn't let the knees go forward, so stay down in the heels, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up. Remembering to squeeze the bottom and legs to come up, and keep going. Do at least 10. And again, you can always go and put your bottom in the chair. Remember to stay down in the heel, come up, and we'll do one more. Now I would suggest you do these frequently in the day. When you go to the loo, do several when you go to the loo. The loo is a good height. The toilet, you can squat then. So now we're going to do some exercises in the upper body, and you'll sit down for those. If you've got a ball, a stability ball, you could sit on the ball, but the stool is probably better than the chair, and go to sitting. So check your sitting position. Feet hip width apart. Sitting bones, that's those bony bits here. Make sure you're sitting evenly, that you're not twisted. Shoulder blades, crown of the head. Okay, and it's important with all the upper body exercises that we breathe properly. So just put your hands gently on your lower ribs and imagine there's a candle in front of you, and just blow the candle out. Shut the mouth. And as you shut your mouth, the air will naturally come in to the lower lungs. Never to take a breath in, do this. Because all you're doing is raising the shoulder and stopping the air coming in. So always think of blowing the breath out, shut the mouth, and allow the breath to come into the lower lungs. So now we're going to start with Buddha. So check your position. Put your arms 90 degrees, hands parallel and facing. So you breathe in into the lower lungs. On the out breath, keep the elbows into the side. Don't squeeze, just softly into the side. Have an in-breath, go back further. So you're opening across the upper chest. And then imagine you're pushing water together as you come back. So let's do a few more of those. Breathe in. On the out breath, breathe in. On the out breath, back. And so carry on. Now this is very nice for anxiety, for focusing the mind, just relaxing. You could shut your eyes and do this, but it's also a good upper body exercise. And I'll do one more. Now I'm going to let my arms drop. So now I'm going to put my hands like paddles, palms are facing inwards. I'm pulling my tummy back towards my spine. Then I slice the arms up and I stretch. I turn in the shoulders so my hands are forward. I stop at the shoulders. I think fingertip from fingertip. I carry on down. And I turn again. So let's do this again. And up. Pull the tummy in. Turn. Stretch. Pause. Carry on down. And turn my shoulders. And go up. Stretch. Turn. And carry on. Now you carry on doing that. I'm just going to show you how you can make that a little bit more dynamic. So as long as you haven't got a neck or shoulder problem, you could go to your cupboard and get all these tins we've been buying, okay, and make it a bit more difficult. So you go up and you turn. So again, that adds weight. And again, if you've got water bottles, you could fill those with sand or stones and you could make heavier weights. So you can make this more difficult by using something, holding something heavy. Somebody suggested to me holding some bottles of wine. That would be fine if the wine's still in it. That would make it more difficult. So you can improvise on weights. Let's do a couple more. Make sure you keep the tummy in. Go out to the side, down and turn. And the last one, up, stretch, turn. That's right. And down. And right. Put those down. I'm going to sit sideways for this one so you can see. This is to work the muscle here and also to strengthen your back and your tummy and again to open up the chest. So you're going to shrug. I'm going to lean forward slightly. Pull the tummy in. I'm going to shrug up and down. That's the sliding joint. Take the arms back. I'm having my arms as close as I can with the palms to the ceiling and I lift. And I hold it. You'll feel it all down the back of your outside of your arm and release and shrug. Down. Lift as close together as you can and hold and release. Up. Down, back, close together, and release. Do a few more. Try and do 10 of all of them, and up, and release. And you will feel it here the next day, which is good. It's good to strengthen the upper body, but it's also keeping the chest nicely open and getting the circulation going. So now, we want to do a twist. It's important to keep all the mobility of the spine. With this, below your tummy button, nothing moves. So plant your feet, check your position. Now for this you can choose how you have your arms. The hardest way is to have the arms out to the side. You could then make that easier by bending them, or you could put your hands here. So you could try all the different ways. As we twist, I'll keep reminding you the different ways. You choose what suits you. The main point is to get this nice twist here. So we'll start by taking the arms out, tummy in. I'm going to lift, I think of myself like a corkscrew, turning, breathe in, going a bit further, coming back to center. Always check your position, stretch, tummy in, turn, and come back to center. So holding your arms up can be quite hard work, so you could always make that easier. And twist like that. So do it a few times, trying the different ways with your arms to see what suits you. Really important to keep all these movements. It also trims off the waist, gets everything moving here. You can put your hands loosely here and twist, lift and twist, back to center, and lift and twist. Okay. So now put your feet wider apart, put your arms on your thighs. Do what we call a pelvic tilt. So think of your pubic bone going towards your tummy button. So I'm tilting, so I'm stretching my lower back, and I roll forward, keeping my sitting bones down. I let my weight go through my forearms, let the head hang, and just give your back a gentle stretch and hold that. So just breathe into that stretch. So if you're tight in the lower back, this is a good way. If you've been sitting for a while, it actually increases the blood flow to the spine and stretches out the bit that you've been sitting on. And as you come up, don't just lift your head. Think of your spine like Lego blocks, and think from the lower part of the spine, you're stacking one brick up at a time, and you lastly lift the head. Now before we go to sitting on the floor, I'm going to just do a standing roll down. So with this, if you have any back problem, do it in front of a kitchen top or a stool or something higher, perhaps than this, a chair back. If your back is okay, you can do the full roll down. So you start by thinking of your standing position. Top of the head, shoulder blades, heels. Then curl the chin onto the chest. Give yourself a moment to stretch out the neck. Then you've got your ribs here and your pelvis here. So now pull the tummy in and curl further down so you're looking at your toes. Let the arms hang. Lastly, pull the tummy in more. Bend in the lumbar, the lower back, so you go forward. At this point, you can actually take some weight through the stool. So if you haven't done this before, definitely make sure you're taking the weight through your arms as well. And some people find that's enough. If your back is okay, you can go right down to the floor and stretch your hamstrings as well. But for now, as we're doing a gentle workout, we'll stop here. So now to come up, you must not lift with your head. I'm imagining each of my spine, my vertebrae here, each bone, and I'm stacking one on top of the other, coming up very slowly, and lastly lifting the head.